think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2nd and 4. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars nothing. Steven Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25.
Ready?
56. Mike's 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 after the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, every day, any day.
Spy!
56, Mike 56. Check tight end, check tight.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he just want to avoid 3 and outs.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Ready! 50, plant.
Hey, tight. Tight go. You go tight.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the curve.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no return on this one as a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they're going to stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Set. 90 Wolf.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Get it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the position?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Army, Army. Check 3, check 3. Hey, check 24, check 24.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
81.
Now Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
That's good.
Set. 18 Gator.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? But they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And now the throw taken in by Shark.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's a gain of 18. Complete to DJ Shark.
Ready? 15.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Go, go. ball. Right. Let's go.
Now Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us want to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go, team.
Quickstone, travel.
It's going to be a long day.
They begin with the shell on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Topper!
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Jaguars 7.
Here we go. 50, plant. 5.
2nd and 11. And that's complete to Cooks. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. General West.
Check 43.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Set. 30 base.
Man, that's trash. That's
Hey, Charlie. Deep dribble.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, foxtrot.
58, 58, come on. Focus, defense, focus.
Snap.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Two times. Hey, 4 down. Watch 9.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Down Michelle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to haul it into something a little more advantageous.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, that totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Minshew. He finds an opening past the 40. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Running out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On second down, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. In previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now Minshew on first and 10. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready? Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. I got one.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This from 42 yards out. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Down. 30 base.
Mike 58 right there. I'm coming. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Ready?
Well, keep it on the ground again here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Alpha. Come.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Hey.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
Yes.
Mike 56. Mike
5.
from the gun. Minshew to throw. He's going to fire one deep up, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the wheel. A real dub for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
A little extra tackiness to them now. And I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Who draw courses? Now.
2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go. Do it. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Minshew sets to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. There we go. Hauled in by Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Ready, ready. 10 logo.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now.
Hey, we are.
Ready, ready.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. That's correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, You're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On the double.
Come on, boys. 56. Check 56. Time to go. Night. Let's go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Dorsett on the return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built up that lead at intermission. And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
From
all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On the ready.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Minshew. Sharks got it, left side.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. We'll see who's faster.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
60 outlaw.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Hey, pick up.
Good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Sponge!
Play action, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Check.
Ready?
On second down, here's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong place.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup on 16. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
You ain't got nothing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gives it to Cooks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Greystone travel. Get it.
On second down now, Michelle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Check 13. Check 13.
Big rip.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Minshew. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam down.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there.
Now Minshew. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 56, the mic, boys.
Minshew throwing on third down. And now here's another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready to break.
44, Mike, 44. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Ready.
On first down, Michelle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, Michelle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. On the ground, Michelle. And get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Patriots.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get it.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
65, 65, 65.
Right on.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Patriots, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.